Hello, welcome to Love Lust Betrayal. Subscribe if you like our stories. Let's dive into the story. Meet Alex Carter, a 40-year-old entrepreneur who lives in the vibrant city of Seattle. For the past decade, Alex had been building his business and his life with his wife, Sophia Bennett, who was 36 and worked as a high-powered marketing executive. Together, they had 2 young children, a boy and a girl. And from the outside looking in, they had the perfect life. Their friends often commented on how lucky they were, how strong their marriage seemed, and how nothing could come between them. But Alex started noticing subtle changes over the past 6 months. Sophia was more distant, often lost in thought, and more attached to her phone than usual. She'd tell him about work events, late-night meetings, and the occasional girls' night out, which he trusted at first. But the way she'd smile down at her phone, the texts she never shared, and the increase in her work obligations gnawed at Alex's intuition. Still, Alex didn't want to jump to conclusions. His friends told him that marriages go through phases, that the demands of work and kids can make things feel distant at times. But late at night, when Sophia was sleeping beside him, he'd lie awake, wondering if there was more to her behavior than just stress. The tipping point came when Sophia's boss, Ryan, a 43-year-old tech CEO, invited them both to an exclusive networking event at his luxurious penthouse in downtown Seattle. Ryan was the type of man who exuded confidence and power, a slick, well-dressed executive who always had a smirk that never sat well with Alex. He was successful, charismatic, and seemed to have the perfect life, much like Alex. But there was something about the way Ryan looked at Sophia at these events, the way his hand lingered just a little too long on her shoulder when they greeted each other. Alex brushed it off. After all, what kind of man would invite a couple to a party if he was having an affair with the wife? Yet a small, nagging voice in Alex's head told him to stay vigilant. On the night of the party, Alex and Sophia arrived at Ryan's penthouse, which boasted sweeping views of the city skyline. The space was filled with well-dressed professionals clinking glasses of champagne and a band playing smooth jazz in the background. Sophia looked stunning in a sleek black dress, her makeup flawless, her smile radiant. Alex couldn't help but feel proud to have her by his side, but that nagging feeling still lingered. As the night progressed, Sophia mingled effortlessly, catching up with coworkers, including Ryan, who was his usual charming self. Alex kept a close eye on them, but nothing seemed out of the ordinary. That was until about an hour into the party when Sophia excused herself, saying she needed to catch up with a friend in a quieter part of the penthouse. Alex nodded, not wanting to appear suspicious, but this time he couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. Instead of following her immediately, Alex decided to give her a bit of space. He mingled with a few guests, trying to distract himself from the gnawing suspicion that was building inside him. But after 15 minutes, curiosity got the best of him. He excused himself from a conversation, quietly slipping away from the crowded living room. Wandering through the halls of Ryan's sprawling penthouse, Alex eventually made his way to a dimly lit back garden area, secluded from the main party. There, in the soft glow of the garden lights, he froze as he overheard voices. He immediately recognized one as Ryan's, smooth, cocky, and slightly tipsy. The other voice belonged to a man he didn't recognize. But what caught Alex's attention was the conversation. "I don't know how she does it, man. Sophia can slip out of her husband's arms and into mine like it's nothing. Last weekend was insane. We met up at that hotel near the waterfront. You wouldn't believe what happened." Alex's breath caught in his throat. Did he hear that correctly? He moved closer, careful not to make a sound, his heart pounding in his chest as he listened in disbelief. "Does her husband know anything?" "I mean, you're playing with fire here, man," the other voice said. "Nah," Ryan replied confidently. "Alex is too busy with his business to even notice. And besides, Sophia knows how to keep secrets. She's smarter than most women I've been with." Alex's hands trembled. His worst fears were being confirmed right before his ears. His wife, the woman he trusted above all others, was having an affair with her boss. And the way Ryan spoke about her, as if she were just another conquest in his string of affairs, filled Alex with rage. But he wasn't the type to confront in the heat of the moment. He would be smart about this. Alex stayed hidden, listening for as long as he could. He learned that their affair had been going on for nearly 6 months, with secret hotel meetings, late-night phone calls, and business trips that were really just excuses for their rendezvous. By the time Alex slipped away from the garden, he had heard enough. That night, Alex returned home with Sophia, acting as if nothing had changed. He smiled, laughed, and made small talk, all the while his mind was spinning with a plan. He wasn't going to confront her right away. He needed evidence, cold, hard proof. And so, over the next few days, Alex became a different man. He became strategic, careful, and methodical in his approach. He installed tracking apps on Sophia's phone without her knowing, hacked into her email accounts, and even hired a private investigator. Over the next 2 weeks, he gathered everything he needed. Text messages between her and Ryan, photos of them at hotels, and even phone records that confirmed what he had overheard at the party. With each piece of evidence that came in, Alex's heart broke a little more. But his resolve grew stronger. He wasn't going to just confront her. He was going to make sure that when this all came to light, it would be unforgettable. A month after the first party, Ryan was throwing another event. And this time, Alex knew it would be the perfect setting for his revenge. This party was bigger, with even more high-profile guests in attendance. Alex arrived with Sophia, playing the role of the doting husband, while she remained blissfully unaware of what was about to happen. Halfway through the night, Alex excused himself from a conversation, telling Sophia he was going to make a toast. She smiled at him, completely unaware of the storm that was about to hit. As Alex took the microphone, the room grew quiet, with all eyes on him. Sophia stood beside Ryan, her smile faltering slightly as Alex's gaze locked onto hers. "I'd like to make a toast to my incredible wife, Sophia," he began, his voice calm and measured. "For 10 years, we've shared our lives, built a family, and created memories I thought would last forever." The room was silent, the air thick with tension, as Alex continued. "But sometimes, life surprises you. Sometimes the people you trust the most turn out to have secrets they keep hidden." Sophia's face turned pale as her eyes widened in shock. She tried to step forward, but Alex held up a hand, stopping her in her tracks. "And tonight, in front of all of you, I'd like to share one of those secrets." With a press of a button, the large projector screen behind him lit up with images. The room gasped as pictures of Sophia and Ryan appeared, photos of them sneaking into hotels, texts exchanged between them, even audio recordings of their late-night calls. Alex had left no stone unturned. Sophia stood frozen, her face ashen, while Ryan tried to make a quick exit, but the crowd had already turned on them. Alex looked directly at them, his voice calm but with an edge of finality. "In the end, secrets never stay hidden for long. And now, everyone knows the truth." The fallout was swift and brutal. Within days, Alex had filed for divorce, secured full custody of the kids, and ensured that Ryan's reputation was ruined. The affair became public knowledge, and Ryan was forced to resign from his company amidst the scandal. As for Sophia, she lost everything. Her marriage, her standing in the community, and the trust of everyone around her. Alex, meanwhile, found a sense of peace. He had rebuilt his life from the ashes of betrayal, stronger than ever. In the end, the best revenge wasn't just exposing the truth, it was reclaiming his happiness. Wow, what a ride! Thanks for joining us on this intense journey of betrayal and ultimate revenge. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and leave a comment below. We'd love to hear what you think. And of course, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you never miss another incredible story from Reddit Stories Unveiled. What would you have done if you were in Alex's shoes? Let us know in the comments, and we'll see you next time.